I was up visiting my friend Henry, my friends Henry and Laura last night, and their son Marlon. He's a really funny child. Hilarious, actually. Because he does something that, I mean, every child does to one degree or another. But he does baby babble. Like, he'll start going, like, looking at you right in the eyes and starts talking. You go, hmm? Now he's only 2, or not even 2. So he's not actually, he doesn't say too many words. But maybe it's because his mother speaks Spanish to him half the time, English the other half, and daddy speaks English all the time. So he doesn't even really know what is actually the official language of this strange universe he finds himself in. But I wonder learning a language. It's one thing learning a language when you already have a language, but imagine what it's like being a baby. So everything is completely new, and the people all around you are all babbling nonsense. I mean, it might just sound like blah 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 blah, to obviously slowly but surely you keep hearing the same words over and over again. He's learning and he's learning. But do you think that maybe he actually knows what he's trying to say, but he just can't get his tongue and his lips and his mouth and his vocal cords to work properly? And so he's trying to say, can you pass me that shiny thing on the table? And out comes, it must be funny. And he hears words over and over and over again. And finally he he gets what they are. So he looks at a horse and he thinks it's a horsey. Why do we do that shit with babies? Oh, look, it's a horsey. Nope, it's a horse. Do you think we're slowing down their development? Oh, the little doggy. Look at the doggy. Oh, it's a dog. Pussycat. Yeah, it's a pussycat. I guess putting E onto the end of something. Look at that little elephanty. No, that doesn't work. Um, Total blank. I'm trying to think of the name of an animal other than a dog and a cat. Catty? Oh, look at the catty. No, pussy. Pussy cat. I know what you were thinking. Because you were thinking that I was thinking that. But I was only thinking it because I knew that you were thinking it. Yep. Pussy. That's a great word, actually. I love that word. Pussy. Pussy cat. Pussy galore. Wasn't she Octopussy? Was Pussy galore in Octopussy? Jesus. Or maybe not. God, this is narcissistic, isn't it? But sure, it's all forms of. Every time you open your mouth, every time you speak, think, you are in some way being narcissistic because you assume that what you're about to say is worth saying, worth listening to. Adida says the most amazing thing. It's a slight twist on an existing idiom phrase. Um, Opinions are like assholes. Everybody is one. I love that. That is so true. We are, and it's kind of double-edged, that one, because you don't know. Is he saying everybody's an asshole, or everybody uh, is an opinion? I actually like to think that he's saying everyone is an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody is one. So, you are an opinion. So imagine not having an opinion. Would that make you not an asshole? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I should be more prepared for these moments. I mean, what would you do? Imagine being on stage. Because this is a kind of type. It's like a kind of on stage, really, isn't it? But imagine being on stage and just going blank. I had an experience kind of like that once. I was on stage and I was singing. I was in a production of Brigadoon, and I was singing probably the only I had the lead role, Tommy Albright, and I was actually a bag of nerves the whole time. That fucking thing was I mean, it was an experience, but it wasn't a pleasant experience because I was just a bag of nerves the whole time. And nerves are actually they're painful, aren't they? It's a type of suffering. It's like, it's not happy. Um, but it was the song. Hang on, let me think. He comes back after the first time he's met Fiona, and I guess he thinks he's in love. And your man says, "What are you so chirpy about?" And he says, maybe the. Let me think about this. I'm going to actually sing this now for the crack of it. Maybe the sun gave me the power, for I could swim Loch Lomond and be home in half an hour. Maybe the air gave me the drive, 'cause I'm all aglow and alive. What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. Now, actually, one night I was singing that song and I had gotten, in fact, you saw it just there, I began to I wasn't sure of the air of it well. I'd fucked it up. And on like one of those lines, I was like, and I just stopped. Imagine that 300 pairs of eyes looking at you. I was like, well, it's quite an experience. My heart just went, it didn't even start beating fast. It just did one gigantic thunk. Fucking hell, I nearly shot a brick. And the music continued playing, and it felt like an eternity, which was hilarious. I saw it on video afterwards, and it wasn't that long at all, but I felt like I was there in this paused stupor for fucking a minute. It was only a few seconds, and but afterwards it was quite enlightening and liberating, because I kind of had this moment of realization. I was like, fucking hell, man. All these adults here that I'm afraid of, that I'm nervous about performing in front of, they're just here because they want a little bit of happiness. They want to be entertained. They want to be made laugh. They want to feel joy. They're suffering in their fucking lives. They're suffering. And they want to come into this hall and be entertained. And then I totally relaxed. and I could have stripped naked in those for a few minutes afterwards. I was so high from the I had some kind of a moment of great insight, and I was free. It was like I was enlightened. I was a little bit enlightened. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's it. Almost like being in love.